The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, here's Mixon. Gets around him. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 13. 61 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 10-yard line.
Seven yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Packers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
From midfield, here's Allen. Flush to his right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. To throw again on second down. Allen flushed out right. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Handoff comes to Montgomery. Able to fight through one tackle. And a solid run down inside the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Running left, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Allen now on first down. This one caught by Kittle. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Montgomery. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once more, Montgomery. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. Forced out to his left. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Packers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point safely through. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Packers 7, Eagles 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. In today's NFL, you know, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Here's Allen to throw it. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. To the air, Allen. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Allen's throw is complete, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing now is Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Brooks just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell.
Complete to Harris Campbell. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Allen now looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Going deep here for Watkins. And that nearly intercepted. Oh, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime? Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback, and he put it right where it needed to be.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
An option handoff here to Mixon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tight end right. We got 4. We got 4. Hey, Mike, 20, Mike.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Herbert. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen connects with Kittle underneath. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st down, Packers.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Allen. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Herbert. Now this is caught by Watkins. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A handoff to Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Herbert now. Flush to his right. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mills used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
From the 44, Herbert. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down, check. 4 down, 4 down. 79 Broncos. Watching you, Broncos.
Herbert.
Let's get off the field, let's get off the field.
Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Watch the safety creep. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
On first down, Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Here's a give to Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers have to get that first one out of their system in the 1st quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the 2nd one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us, all these games
Coming up, the Vikings and Chargers square off for just the 14th time since 1970. LA looks to even the series at 7 wins apiece. It's Week 10, and it's next.
From the future home of Super Bowl 56, there's a look at SoFi Stadium just south of downtown Los Angeles. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Chargers. Fields this way up at the 17. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Cousins. And his throw is incomplete. And Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch, and some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. He's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
It'll be a 39-yard punt for on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense readying for their first possession, and it's Justin Herbert at the helm in his second season now out of Oregon.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Here's Herbert. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short. And he's 4th down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker. But now they're going to need another big play on 4th down on defense, I believe. Because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 27. His 14th touchdown now of the year. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The numbers a week ago for Cook. 16 carries, 83 yards, and a touchdown. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got a good authority in my investigative report. That in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Cousins now from the 50. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. A gain of 6 there on first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Line of scrimmage again to 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And some room to maneuver. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 6-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Throwing, Cousins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop right around the 5 here. Brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive.
They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles. 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things can be bumpy for you.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that, and by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
Here's Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Charger football to start quarter number 2. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And for a Charger touchdown. For Justin Herbert, we saw the big arm in his days in Oregon, of course. Saw it even more in his rookie season with the Chargers. And if anything, it appears to just continue to get stronger.
And give him credit, he deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
And the final number on Next Gen Stats, how about this? 71 yards through the air. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17 and able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now, a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on 1st down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. And that'll be accepted, of course, so that moves him back 5.
Still second down.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Cook following the penalty. Busts through the tackle, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings featured back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. And a pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Kenneth Murray. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
Play action. It's Herbert. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Sermon now on 1st and 10.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down, yes, and the judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Austin Eckler.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Point after by Lambo, off and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they went a long 11-play drive.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times, but as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. He's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
Personal foul.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Cousins on 1st down. Consecutive catches for.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 48. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a big 6 on the Charger team. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins.
They're going for Jefferson downfield, and the third interception thrown by Cousins.
It's Chris Harris with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. One smash. 54 Mike, 54.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert.
They'll get that complete to Albert O.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10.